Good morning, students of class 10. You're welcome back to the classes now. We are doing nationalist movement in Indochina, next chapter, and we have reached 1.3. That's the subtitle. 1.3. Should colonies be developed? So there was confusion among the French. They began to think, should there be a development in Vietnam? Let's talk about. There are altogether 8 points I've written over here. We'll go through one by one. Listen carefully and try to follow and understand. It's not very difficult. Number 1. Everyone agreed. Everyone means the French who colonized Vietnam. Everyone agreed that colonies had to serve the interests of the mother country, that is France. The colonies must provide raw materials, finished products and natural resources to the parent country, that is mother country, that is France in Europe. But the question was how? It should be developed, but how the colonies will serve, will help the mother country. So let us see now. Some like Paul Bernard. Paul Bernard was an influential writer. He was a writer as well as a policy maker. Some people like Paul Bernard, an influential writer and policy maker for France, strongly believe that the policy maker, he believed that, he was a writer also, he believed that the economy of the colonies around the world, European colonies, needed to be developed. Paul Bernard, he suggested a lot of ideas, he provided a lot of ideas that the colonies must be developed in order to serve the parent or mother country well. He argued that, he argued that the purpose of having a colony, the main aim of having a colonies was to make profit. European countries, they have colonized around the world. They have various colonies in South Africa, Asian countries, Middle East, or in Indonesia, or even in the Caribbean islands. All around there were colonies, European colonies. So the main purpose of having a colony is to earn profit, is to have resources, is to get raw materials, or to get have markets. They could sell their product in those colonies to the people. So the main purpose of having colonies was to make profit. But if the economy was developed, if the economy of that colony was developed and the standard of the living of the people improved, if the people, colonized people, if their living standard improves, they would buy more goods. Naturally, they will buy more goods and they will have the colonies, the colonizers will have more markets. So they would buy more goods. Consequently, the Europeans will earn more profit because the people will buy their goods. Only if their living standard is increased, if that colony is developed. So Paul Bernard, he was a policy maker and he provided suggestion like this way. In this way, if their living standard increases and if development takes place, they will buy more food, they will buy more products. In this way, market would expand. In this way, the market would expand, leading to better profit for the French business. So in this way, the French will earn more profit by expanding the market to other colonies. Paul Bernard suggested, he provided more suggestion. He suggested that there are several barriers. Barriers means obstructions, obstacles, hindrances. Several barriers to economic growth in Vietnam. There are so many barriers in economic growth in Vietnam. Why? First of all, the people were uneducated there. Secondly, high population, density of population is very high. There is a great number of people. Population growth is more. Not only that, most of the people, they took loan from the landlords and they are fall into the debt traps. So, and even their agricultural produce is not optimum or up to the mark. Their productivity is very low. So a lot of things, there are a lot of barriers there, he suggested. Bernard suggested that there are several barriers to economic growth in Vietnam. What are the barriers? Such as high population, next low agricultural productivity, and extensive means great, indebtedness means the local people in Vietnam have acquired loan from the landlords. They are in debt among the peasants. So most of the peasants are they are fallen into the debt traps. So these are the barriers for economic growth in Vietnam. Paul Bernard suggested. To increase productivity, canals have to be built, earthwork has to be done. To increase productivity, transport system has to be improved. It was necessary to carry out land reforms. Land reform means the land has to be measured, provided, and the tax has to be collected. Land reform, because some of the people they own a huge plot of land. Some of them they have very small land. Some of them do not have the land. So land reform is very, very important, as the Japanese had done in 1890s. Japanese had done the same thing, land reform, in 1890s. So in India also the land reform was done in the southern Indias that had helped the poor people to come out from the poverty. So this was not enough. Land reform was not enough to provide employment, jobs, and increase productivity. Paul Bernard suggested, he provided a lot of ideas. This was not enough. What was this means? What is that? Land reform. This was not enough. Or double not. This is double not. This was not sufficient. Enough means sufficient to create employment. This was not sufficient to create employment. So therefore, industrialization would be essential to create more jobs. So industrialization should be there. Industries must be set up so that it will create more jobs. People will have more income, earnings, and they will buy more goods, and ultimately it will profit French business. So, but what Bernard would like to have or suggest, whatever Bernard had suggested, or especially industrialization, what Bernard would like to have did little to industrialize the economy in Vietnam. So in Vietnam, the French put more focus in agriculture than industrialization, because that area was very well suited to grow rice and rubber. So they could earn a lot of money from rice and rubber. So they focused more on agriculture than industries, than industrialization. So Paul Bernard actually he suggested that industrialization should be there so that it will generate more employment. But this suggestion was not focused. French focused more on agriculture. So now that is about 1.3. Should colonies be developed? Now next video 2.0. We are reaching the next subtitle 2.0. The dilemma of colonial education. The dilemma means confusion. The confusion of providing education, whether these people should be provided education some thought that yes, we must provide education so that later on they will help in the governance. They will help the French. After getting education, they will have educated labor force, workforce. And some other also they argued that what type of education should be provided, French or their native, and how it should be provided. A lot of questions arose. Now we'll talk about that in our next class, the dilemma of colonial education, providing education to the Vietnamese people. The dilemma means confusion. So we'll talk about that in our next class. That will be our 2.0 subtitle. You go through this. So far we have finished 1.3. You go through the subtitle in your book. You read it at home so that it will become more clear to you. And reading is very important because you are poor in reading. So in our next class, get ready for the next class, that is 2.0, the dilemma of providing education there in Vietnam. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for your watching. Don't waste your time at home. Use your time wisely and sincerely, honestly, so that you will not lag behind. So don't miss the videos also. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and continue our lesson. Thank you very much for watching.
Okay.